Look around you. Every day, people wake up to alarms they hate, drive through traffic they despise, work jobs that drain their spirit, not because they want to, but because they have to, because money is in control. Money tells them when to wake up. Money tells them where to live. Money tells them what risks they can't take. Money tells them how long they must stay silent. And slowly, without even realizing it, they stop living on their terms. Let me ask you something. Is money your tool or your master? Money is powerful. It can build hospitals. It can build dreams. It can buy freedom. It can fund innovation. It can create opportunity where none existed. But it can also create fear. Fear of losing it. Fear of not having enough of it. Fear of what others will think if you don't have it. And fear is the language of control. The truth is this. Money is neutral. It is paper. It is numbers on a screen. It has no emotions, no morality, no loyalty. But when you don't master it, it begins to master you. When you don't understand it, it manipulates you. When you don't direct it, it directs you. You see it everywhere. People earning six figures, but drowning in debt. People buying things they don't need to impress people they don't even like. People chasing status instead of stability. People sacrificing their time, the one thing they can never earn back, for payments that never seem to end. That is not wealth. That is financial slavery, dressed up as success. Mastering money is not about being rich. It's about being free. Free to choose work that aligns with your values. Free to say no to what drains you. Free to say yes to what fuels you. Free to walk away from environments that don't respect you. When you master money, you stop making emotional decisions with it. You stop spending to feel important. You stop borrowing to feel powerful. You stop competing with people who are also struggling silently. Instead, you become intentional. You tell your money where to go. Before it disappears, you build assets instead of liabilities. You invest instead of consume. You prepare instead of panic. And something incredible happens. Peace. Not the peace that comes from having millions, but the peace that comes from knowing I am in control. Control is power. When you have savings, you negotiate differently. When you have investments, you think long term. When you have discipline, you don't panic in uncertainty. Money Mastered gives you leverage. And leverage changes everything. It changes how you walk into rooms. It changes how you respond to pressure. It changes how you design your future. But here's the hard truth. Mastering money requires confronting yourself, your habits, your impulses, your excuses. It requires delayed gratification in a world addicted to instant pleasure. It requires saying, no, not now, so that you can say, yes, absolutely, later. It requires understanding that every dollar you spend is a vote for the life you are building. Are you voting for freedom, or are you voting for dependence? Every subscription, every impulse purchase, every unnecessary upgrade, they whisper a question. Are you in control? You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be wealthy overnight. You need awareness. Because the moment you become aware, you break the spell. The moment you track your spending, you shine light into darkness. The moment you save your first emergency fund, you take back power. The moment you invest your first dollar, you shift from consumer to owner. That is the turning point. Not when you have millions, but when you decide money will no longer dictate your choices. Understand this deeply. If you don't learn how money works, you will work for money your entire life. If you don't build assets, you will fund someone else's. If you don't create financial discipline, circumstances will create pressure. Master money, and you create options. Ignore money, and you inherit limitations. So today, right now, I want you to feel this. Feel the weight of every financial decision you've made, not with shame, not with regret, but with responsibility. Because responsibility is empowering. And here's your first step. Not 10 steps, not a complicated plan. One step. Face your numbers, pay yourself first, and begin building a life where money answers to you, not the other way around. Your freedom is waiting. Now, go claim it.